Fire at Taichung PX Mart warehouse kills 9, 8 injured. Student stabbings at Cultural University after online dispute. Australian exchange student poisoned in Taiwan, roommate charged with attempted murder. Dominique Pelicot sentenced to 20 years. China nearly triples nuclear arsenal since 2020. Japanese city to publicly shame people who break rubbish rules. Medication abortions may be more painful than expected. Oldest stone tablet of the Ten Commandments sells for $5 million.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It's Friday, December 20th, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan news, a fire at a PX Mart warehouse in Taichung's Dadu district on December 19th claimed 9 lives and injured 8, with 5 victims hospitalized. Preliminary investigations suggest welding sparks ignited flammable materials, causing the fire. Authorities are investigating the cause. A violent confrontation occurred on December 18th between 2 male students, one from Tsinghua University and the other from Chinese Culture University, after a dispute over a mutual online friend. The disagreement escalated when one student, armed with a kitchen knife, attacked the other, leading to both being hospitalized. The attacker now faces charges of attempted murder. Alex Shori, an Australian exchange student in Taiwan, was poisoned in his apartment last year. Initially suspected to have been caused by local food, investigations revealed he was poisoned with rat poison. His 45-year-old roommate, Yang, was charged with attempted murder and faces an 8-year sentence. And in global news, Dominique Pelicot has been found guilty of all charges in the rape and drugging of his wife, Giselle Pelicot. On Thursday, he was sentenced to the maximum term of 20 years in a trial that has shaken France and shocked the world. Pelicot and 50 co-defendants were all found guilty, with all except one charged with rape. The trial began on September 2nd. The hearings lasted nearly 3 months and included testimony from the victim herself, who has become a feminist icon in France and internationally.
Prosecutors demanded the maximum sentence of 20 years for Dominique Pelicot and 10 years or more for most of the other co-defendants. 49 of the 50 other co-defendants faced charges of aggravated rape or attempted rape. Dominique Pelicot testified during the trial in Avignon that he mixed sedatives into Giselle Pelicot's food and drink so he could rape her, and that he recruited at least 50 other men via an online chat forum, inviting them to the family home, where they allegedly raped and sexually abused her. Dominique acknowledged in court that he was guilty of the allegations and that his co-defendants understood what they were doing. The alleged abuse took place for almost a decade in their home in Provence, from 2011 to 2020.
According to the Pentagon's latest China military power report, China has nearly tripled its nuclear warhead arsenal since 2020. A senior U.S. defense official told reporters the DoD estimates the PRC has surpassed 600 operational nuclear warheads as of mid-2024. In 2020, the Pentagon estimated China's nuclear stockpile was in the low 200s. The official said the PLA continues its rapid nuclear buildup, adding that China is expected to exceed 1,000 warheads by 2030. China is also diversifying the types of nuclear weapons it is building.
The official said, the PRC seeks to amass national power to achieve what Xi Jinping has referred to as the Great Rejuvenation of the Chinese nation by 2049, and to revise the international order in support of the PRC's system of government and its national interests. Despite economic and corruption-related setbacks, China's military is making steady progress in modernizing its non-nuclear capabilities as well. Beijing has become increasingly willing to use military coercion to achieve its aims. A senior defense official said, throughout 2023, the PRC escalated tensions with the Philippines in the South China Sea by ramming and boarding vessels en route to supply Second Thomas Shoal. The PRC also amplified its diplomatic, political, and military pressure against Taiwan in 2023 and into this year.
For the uninitiated, sorting one's rubbish can be a convoluted process in Japan, a country that boasts some of the world's strictest waste disposal rules. But in Fukushima, things are about to get even tougher. Starting in March, the city government will inspect bags of rubbish that violate regulations, such as those not sorted correctly or exceeding size limits, and in some cases, publicly identify their owners. The new regulations passed in a municipal meeting on Tuesday come amid Japan's long-standing push to enhance its waste management system.
While many cities in Japan open rubbish bags to inspect them, and some allow for the disclosure of offending businesses, Fukushima is believed to be the first city planning to disclose the names of both individuals and businesses. The Fukushima Waste Reduction Promotion Division said that improperly disposed waste has previously led to scattered rubbish and the proliferation of crows. The department stated, "The improper disposal of waste is a major concern as it deteriorates the living environment of local residents. Waste that is not properly sorted also leads to more landfill, imposing a burden on future generations. Therefore, we consider waste sorting to be very important." Last year, Fukushima reported over 9,000 cases of non-compliant rubbish.
A study found that many women are surprised by the level of pain they experience during a medication abortion. More than 60% of abortions in the U.S. are medication abortions, meaning a person takes 2 drugs, often at home, to end a pregnancy. The study, which surveyed women in the UK, found that many do not feel prepared for the amount of pain they may experience during the procedure. Pain does not indicate that the procedure is unsafe, but some women may feel caught off guard based on the information provided by their healthcare providers.
Survey responses were collected from about 1,600 women who underwent a medication abortion and answered questions about their experience. Most were between the ages of 20 and 39, and half had never given birth. More than 90% ranked their pain at least a 4 out of 10, and about half said it was greater than they expected. Approximately 40% described their pain as severe, rating it between an 8 and 10 on the pain scale. Women are often told to expect cramping akin to strong menstrual cramps during a medication abortion. While some respondents felt this was an accurate description, others said they felt unprepared and believed the pain aspect of medication abortion was sugar-coated or downplayed.
The oldest known tablet inscribed with the 10 Commandments from the Old Testament sold on Wednesday for $5.04 million, more than double its high estimate. According to Sotheby's New York's, the stone, dating back around 1,500 years to the late Roman Byzantine era, sparked more than 10 minutes of intense bidding. The anonymous buyer plans to donate the artifact to an Israeli institution. The stone is a remarkable artifact from the ancient world, but it lay forgotten for hundreds of years.
Weighing 115 pounds and standing 2 feet tall, the stone was discovered in 1913 during excavations for a new railway line in what is now southern Israel. It was found near sites of early synagogues, mosques, and churches and was inscribed with the 10 biblical laws in Paleo-Hebrew script. Even so, the significance of the find was not fully appreciated, and the stone was used as paving outside someone's house for 3 decades. The inscription was placed face up, exposing the stone to heavy foot traffic. Fortunately, the slab's historic importance was eventually recognized and preserved. Samaritanism is an ancient monotheistic religion based on the first 5 books of the Old Testament.
The answer for yesterday was C, scrutiny. The company's financial records are under scrutiny by the authorities to ensure compliance with regulations. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Japanese city to publicly shame people who break rubbish rules. Number 1, the uninitiated. 无专门知识的人，门外汉，外行人。To the uninitiated, the system seems too complicated. Number 2, disposal. 处理. Proper disposal of hazardous materials is crucial to protecting the environment. Number 3, proliferation. 激增. The proliferation of smartphones has dramatically changed how people communicate. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced next week. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune in to Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I'll see you next time.